Alright, this is starting of our tour number 2. We're just below the flight deck, and my party is inside. We got some Desis coming in, okay? Well, we get in here, and they got this entire replica of a ship here. As you can see, the entire ship has been replicated, the antique aircraft guns, and it sort of looks like a scaled down version of what they got up there. This is the USS Lexington on the bay, command and control ranking and all that. Now this is a J42 Turbo Wasp engine, and this is a turbojet engine. It's got, I guess, multi-stage compressors. This is the sort of engine that is used in commercial jets and combat jets. Now you can see the air is sucked in on this side, and as the air is sucked in, it goes through these multi-stage compressors. It is compressed so hard, it is compressed and compressed and compressed, and it comes out of this where the fuel is ignited, I believe, somewhere here. As you can see, these are the fuel lines. So the hot air comes in. This is the cross section. So hot air comes in, well actually cold air comes in, it compresses it, and everything gets compressed so much at this point right here. This is the igniter. You can see these are the nachos I'm holding, by the way. That's Ashima's. But these are the fuel nozzles, and the fuel is injected right here at this point. How do I know it? Well, my dad was in Air Force, and I'm interested in flying myself one day. Want to be a pilot, probably next 1 year or so, 6 months maybe, and buy a plane, small one of course. But by the way, so this is where the air is actually ignited. The whole thing gets expanded so much, and it's exhausted from here. And if you have a compression ratio of 1:27, you can super cruise, which means you can go supersonic without using the afterburner. Afterburner, by the way, is this right here. Afterburner means, see these fuel lines? These fuel lines are basically a second stage fuel, which means whatever was compressed from there, it comes here, and then you can inject a second level fuel to have the maximum thrust. So it's running engine on the full throttle. At that point, previously planes used to super cruise. Well, actually they were never super cruising. Super cruising means if you can achieve supersonic speed without igniting this last line of fuels. If you just send the fuel here and here only, and you're able to achieve 27:1 compression ratio, it goes supersonic. But this is basically afterburner situation, which means if it is supersonic and you put some more fuel in here, it's going to become much faster than that. Well, anyway, this is a Cyclone engine, and as you can see, it's a piston engine. It's an internal combustion engine. It's not a jet engine. That is the crankshaft. We all know what the IC engine looks like. That's a radial engine. See those pistons? It is a multi-piston radial engine. See these pistons here? Like in the car we have V6, V10. This is probably V something. That's a cross section of a cylinder, and this is what moves the propeller. The propeller is attached right here. And let's go in. This is some sort of a museum, and over here we have a anti-aircraft gun. That's what it is. It's anti-aircraft gun, as you can see, to blow the heck out of someone coming inside your space. Now this is tour number 1. This is more like a museum. It takes you inside like this. These are the hatches, I believe. They close in case they have the water coming into the ship. And you go in. When you go in, this is the pilot's mask, if you will. Come inside. These are commander station room. As you can see, we have a restroom attached maybe somewhere there. We have an old computer, a table, a chair, that's a closet. So this is where the commander used to live. Now this is the area I've seen before, and I've not seen anything beyond this.
Hi, welcome to the CV2 exhibit on board the USS Lexington CV-16.
Wow, it's got an automated machine.
Honors the previous Lexington CV2 known as the Lady Lexington.
Well, I'm just going to get in. He's starting to speak something now. He's the guy who was standing over there. They had some sort of automated messaging system where it started giving some lecture, but I'm just going to take a turn here, and this is an old museum. Well, there's not a whole lot technical here, so I'm just going to cut down my tape, and we're back with the people. And I'm just going to stop here because this is just a museum. It does not look too exciting to me, nothing technical here. I would be back with some more technical commentary or recording, but a museum, man, it doesn't look too exciting to me. So I'm just going to stop it right here. Alright guys, I'll check back with you in a short while. Well, we're back here at the same place where we started, flight deck. Ashima looking visibly tired. I'm holding her nachos. अच्छा ओके मैं पास में रखता हूँ, तो मैं बाद में खाना तो खा लेना. That's Ashima here, Samir and Aditi checking out the time. So this is a multi-cylinder engine. I'm just going to be covering this once again because it looks exciting, looks good. I've already covered it once since we're standing here waiting for nothing, so I'm just going to cover the engine because it is the most important part of the plane. There's only two types of engines really in the plane. One is the internal combustion engine, works with a propeller attached, something like Cessna 172, one of those propeller planes. So it's just like a car engine. There's no difference at all, except it's got a couple of more cylinders. You can see those round cylinder. They're all cylinders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, it goes round. They've just cut across this section to show us the whole thing is round. They are attached to a common crankshaft. This is the crankshaft. You can see that crankshaft is attached to a propeller outside. 1, 2, 3 blade or 2 blade, and it moves like that. So that's basic one type of engine. There's no difference between this engine and a car engine. Like I said, it's just high performance, high power. Okay, पानी लेके आ जाओ. Mr. Sammy and Aditi walking down to get some water. Now, so this is the engine. That's a jet engine. So like I was saying, there's only two types of engine that we have. One is a jet and the other is a piston engine. The piston engine is what we just covered right here, and I'm just going to take some time to cover a jet engine right here. And this is a jet engine right here. Well, in the front it starts with, they just got a demo for propeller engine again, or a IC engine right here. Now this is a jet engine. This is a jet engine. That's the air intake, and I'm just going to cover it once more. The air intake, the air, cold air goes in, and these are the compressor blades. It's just like a fan, alright? And just like a fan pushes the air, all these fans, multi-stage fans, they start pushing the air on this side, and the air is compressed. It's compressed and compressed and compressed. That's a second stage compressor, so that's a first stage compressor here. That's a second stage compressor in yellow, and that's a third stage compressor in yellow. More compressors you have, higher is the compression ratio. Higher is it able to compress. This is the center section. I'd like not to act smart, and really, this center area, I'm not really sure. This is a real mystery to me, but I'd really like to find out what it is. But this section here is really a mystery to me. But these are some more compressors, okay? Right here, these pipes. So that's a fuel line. That's a fuel line, okay? So these are the nozzles, and the fuel goes in, and it is sprayed like a spray. See, that's a nozzle. So these round that you see, they're fuel nozzles, and air is, well, actually fuel is sprayed inside. So air comes in from that side, it's compressed probably 27 times, and these pipes that you see, they are air, they're actually fuel lines. The fuel is ignited at this place. Due to the fuel ignition, the air expands and it comes out to this area here, and by the time it comes out, the compression ratio is very high. Now, if you have compression ratio of 1:27, it can what we call super cruise, which means it can go faster than the speed of sound without igniting a second stage of fuel lines here. That is stage 1 fuel line. You just ignite it and it just keeps going. This here is called an afterburner. This is called an afterburner because the burning is taking place there, and after the burning has taken place, a second layer of fuel lines are attached right before the nozzle. See, that's the exhaust nozzle right here, and if you have the fuel lines right before the exhaust nozzle, this is the afterburner. Okay, now in the old days the plane was not able to go beyond Mach 1. Mach 1 is basically a speed of sound. They measure the speed of a plane in terms of Mach numbers. So 1 Mach is 330 meters per second. That's the speed of sound. Okay, so 1 Mach is 330 meters per second, which is the speed of sound. And if it is twice as fast as the speed of sound, which is 660 meters per second, they call it Mach 2. So by the way, so if you have a plane which is capable of going beyond Mach 1 without using this afterburner, it's called a super cruiser. So in the old days, the plane never used to super cruise. They really have to use this afterburner to take it beyond Mach 1. Okay, but now you got the latest plane, F-22 Raptor. I don't know, well, it's using an engine from Pritwheely or something, you know. So, well, anyway, I'm not sure the company, but F-22 Raptor is able to super cruise, just like India's LCA, light combat aircraft. That's called Tejas now. The Tejas is using Kaveri engine. It's supposed to be using Kaveri engine in 2010. They're working on a French engine now for a temporary basis, but anyway. So essentially this is what the jet engine is. Okay, we've been to the other side already, so this is the side from this side. These are the fuel lines. Okay, and these are the second phase stage fuel lines. So stage 1 and stage 2. Stage 1 is called, I don't know what it is called. Again, I don't want to say something I don't know, but I don't know what it's called, but that is called afterburner, which means after the burning takes place, you are sending the fuel. This is J57 engine. I don't know what sort of engine is that. And this here is J42 Turbo Wasp. I'm not sure what the Turbo Wasp means, but I don't know what it is. To be frank, really, this is a mystery to me. And we have Sam and Aditi on the other side. Hey, hi bolo, hi bolo, hi bolo, hi bolo. Sam got some water. Sam got some water here, and that's it. Well, we're just gonna cover it later. I'm just gonna talk to my friend, end up recording here.